Hi, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming it's because you've had something to do with Psaila International. From my perspective, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an insight into my story. So I actually signed up for a business reinvention workshop that was held here in Canberra, and this was in February, and it was a 4-hour workshop, and Nick talked about what he did within his program to actually help businesses who needed to reinvent. So from my perspective, I have an online business, and it was that I particularly needed help with. So I signed up for the 3-day boot camp in Sydney, about $2,500, on the understanding that there was a money-back guarantee. If you didn't like or you didn't get out of the 3-day workshop what it was that you needed, then you could ask for a refund. There was a follow-up email in which I provided some information about my business that Nick should have reviewed to make sure that my business model fitted into the information that he was going to provide in the boot camp. And there was a secondary follow-up that came. I had a phone call with a guy called Tony who asked about my business. Basically told me that sorry, there's a helicopter. Basically told me that I should get a lot out of it. I expressed my concern at that point to ensure that it wasn't just, an upsell into the next level of the program, but actually I would get some useful information for what I needed for my online business out of it. And I was told absolutely that I would. By the 3rd day of the boot camp, though, it was very clear to me that the information that had been provided was nothing that I hadn't already heard before, and that's because of the background that I had in my business. When I let them know on the first day, so there's a video that they ask you to do on the 3rd day of the boot camp in the morning, I said I was going to request a refund because I hadn't got anything out of the previous 2 days. Nick pulled me out personally, talked to me about what it was that I needed for my business, and when I explained to him exactly what I needed, he assured me that they could provide it, that they would work with me one-on-one, and they would provide that after the workshop, and basically that the cost of the workshop, so that $2,500, would come off that work. So I agreed to this, and I followed up after I came home. Within the week, I sent them some documentation. It probably took them about 10 days to respond to that. We went back and forth a little bit, and after about a month, I got an update that said, okay, so this is what we think you should do, and this is going to cost you. We outsource all of this. And I went, well, hang on, where's the $2,500 going to be applied? And they're like, well, we can't apply it because this is all outsourced and we have to pay for that. So I said, well, how about you just give me the refund then, because if that's the way this is going to work, then this still doesn't actually resolve my business issue. And I was told, well, you didn't ask for your refund within 7 days, so bad luck. I was extremely disappointed at that point because I had actually requested my refund on day 3 of the boot camp. The boot camp not only cost me the $2,500 to go to Sydney, but the boot camp also cost me 3 days out of my business here, accommodation and a number of other things, including the travel back and forth. So I reckon I was out of pocket more like about $6,000 for the whole time that I was there. And I really didn't get anything out of it, except for a connection with some other, interesting people, which was really useful. And, I valued that connection. But I didn't get for my business what I needed. And when I told them that I didn't get it, I was basically promised something that then they didn't deliver on. I highlighted to Nick my concerns about a week ago again, and I was completely ignored. So if you're watching this, I hope for your sake that you just go into any of Nick Psaila's presentations with your eyes open. Be careful about getting caught up in the buzz or the hype of what it is that they're promising, in consideration of the fact that their money back guarantee is actually not something that they honour. Alright, thanks for watching. Good luck with your business.